Families of Change podcast. I'm Niall McMillion, and we are the McMillions. So we're going to start from this end, and we are going to introduce ourselves, name and age. So I'm Niall, I'm 21.
I'm DeVay, and I'm 19.
Hi, I'm Vincent and I'm 4.
Hi, I'm Beth Houston and I'm 10.
Hi, I'm Emma Sarah, and I am the mother of change and the mother of all these beautiful children.
Clint McMillion here, father of change, and great to have you today.
Hello, I am Remington and I am 12.
Hi, I'm Brayton and I'm 7.
Hey guys, I'm Vaughn Kensington and I'm 16.
And today we are going to be talking about teamwork, and we're going to be sharing how our family is able to accomplish a lot of projects. We happen to be extremely productive, but we are definitely better together. We're stronger together. And as a matter of fact, we have a whole bunch of great projects that are coming up, and we really couldn't do it without the help of the kids. Once upon a time, I don't know if you guys know, but we used to be professional pastry chefs. I had a boutique bakery, and we used to make really intricate cakes that took us like 15 hours to make. And we did that together, and we used to make some really beautiful cakes. And as a matter of fact, my husband, why don't we talk a little bit about just the teamwork we did on those, and then we'll kind of just branch off into other topics. But one of the things that makes our family dynamic is the fact is that we understand that each one of our kids has a superpower. Yeah. And each one of them has a natural bent and talent, and God has a special calling for each one of them. And I think a lot of times what happens is people will kind of individualize their family and their individual people, and they say, oh, well, this is what you want to do, so you go do that with, in this program, you want to do this, and everybody gets separated. But we really feel that the Lord has given us individual qualities, not so that we could be separate, but that we could be united in the gifts that He's given us. Mm-hmm. And so what did you do for the cake, son?
Well, so I had a kind of interesting I guess a bent on it, but tough kind of guy, military guy, law enforcement, and I was actually into, and so but I wound up doing the fondant and the decorations on the outside of it, and so it was kind of interesting is that I actually have a pretty good knack at it, and it's like
he didn't just do that though. He did the machinery, like the mechanics of the cake. So tell them about some of the things that we've done.
Yeah, so it became like a kind of a expression, basically an artist expression. And so there was one time it's like just got kind of a good idea, but it was, I believe it was a birthday party where I actually built a robot and it had a sprinkler, like a firework. And as it turned,
for Niall's birthday.
That was for Niall's birthday, yeah. And we lit the sparkler, and as it turned, it lit the candles for the birthday.
That was like candles. And we do everything with excellence. Like I think that was the second cake we ever did. The second cake we ever did was a 3-tier robot cake that was mechanical and went
like
around.
A wonky cake,
it was really really nice cake, and we ended up going on to be doing really intricate cakes, but they all helped out in different ways.
What was my birthday cake?
So you were just on the eating end. He was too small to remember our cake business, but that was just something that we've done together. So now what we're doing, together now is, we've always been ministering together. But I mean, Dave and I and Bijou, Dave, we did health coaching together, and so
oils as well.
So we did all that. We helped run teams together. She taught classes. Yeah. I mean, what else did you do?
We've done a lot of things together. We did like where we'd even sell a booth, my sister and I. We had like a crocheting business. We did candles and soap. And that was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
He also made Ron Clay.
We've done all kinds of really fun, really great things. And yeah, I really some of the stuff we've done is really important. We've done some commercials together as a family. We've done a lot of events and like places where we show up and we get something knocked out because like we all have a spot where we can just fit right into that puzzle. So yeah, we've been able to do a lot more than average families can because of the teamwork that we're able to create between all of us. So, yeah.
And I mean, one of the things that we haven't just done business things together, but how about for those, I know some of you guys are, new on the, some of the older kids will have some more memories, but since these guys have been, the last four, we lived in Timbuktu, so there wasn't as many opportunities, but the older four definitely had more opportunities. Like, can you guys think of some of the times that we ministered together, like maybe the men's mission and things like that? Now,
Yeah.
you want to talk about that how we did that as a team together for a ministry?
Yeah, we did a lot of outreach and a lot of community outreach back then, and that was a lot of that was just is that when mom and dad would come and they say, hey guys, this is what we're doing today, this is what we're doing this week, this is what we're doing this month, this is what we're doing this year, even
Food banks.
food banks and helping out the local homeless shelters, and she was director of the women's shelter. It was lots of things like that we all just kind of pitched in and just helped to get stuff done for sure.
And what else do you guys remember? We've also, like teamwork, we've also done a lot of yes, go ahead.
We needed teamwork for my book.
Oh, hey, that's
Okay,
good.
wow,
So
yeah.
we're-
And teamwork on my game that I'm working on.
That's right.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell them about that?
Well, it should be done by, I
It
would
should
say,
be done soon.
yeah, by like,
Don't put any pressure on the development.
Yeah, tell them about
Yeah,
it.
tell me about.
so, obviously you guys know I wrote that for,
That you what?
That
He
you-
wrote the book.
You wrote a book at
Oh, you
4.
wrote a
Oh,
book
you wrote a
at
book
4.
of
Okay.
4, okay.
and then I'm gonna tell you the whole entire story at the back of the book. So, one day one night I went into the living room and I said, I want to make a book because the Lord gave me a vision that night.
Mm. Cool.
He said he wants me to make a book.
All right.
And so then, he started coming up with a story,
Mhm.
and then
God gave me a story that exact same night.
yeah,
Alright.
it was pretty crazy.
Just flipped on the voice recorder and
And then he went inside the girls' room, and then the girls turned on a recorder, and they recorded it.
And so this is why I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about teamwork, because teamwork is literally dream work, and for our family we take it really seriously. We take teamwork seriously, and so one of the things that I think one of our strong points in our family is that we see something that's vibrant in our kids, or we see that they have a dream, and we take it really serious. And so how many kids draw pictures or have these little ideas or these stories come to mind, and you're like, oh, that's a cute story, but we actually we just jumped on it. Like, he had a story, and because we already have that mindset that legacy is really important to us. Legacy, one of the best ways. What's one of the best ways we can leave a legacy?
I don't know that yet.
You don't know one of the best ways to leave a legacy?
Just to write a book.
To write a book. Okay, so, but
I've never heard that before.
Well, the Bible, right? The Bible is
And
a
also,
great legacy.
Back
right?
then, scroll, because I didn't have books back then.
Scrolls.
Scroll, that's
Scrolls,
right.
yeah.
So so that's how his legacy. So that actually, I'm not surprised that he doesn't know that that's how you leave legacy, because we're all constantly talking about that. But that's okay, because sometimes and honestly, this is important that you guys are even hearing this right now, because there's a lot of things that we talk about in our family, and our kids, sometimes you just assume that they understand something. And there are sometimes this happens where I'll say something a lot of times, I just assume they get it. But, depending on their age range, there are only some things that they can get at certain times. And so, it's okay that we even have that talk with him, is like, so that we write books to leave a legacy. And so a lot of kids will say, well, what's a legacy? That's a big word. And so, to describe what a legacy is to your children, a legacy is something that you leave for your family even after you're gone. So when you die, a lot of people leave this earth and there's nothing to remember them by. So, they might have a family picture, there might be a family story, but we even know, like, scripturally, the legacy was always in the story. So that's why they were always doing, passing down the stories. It was
All the way down to us.
Exactly. Okay, that's a legacy, right? And so right now what we're doing, and if you guys have any questions, hey, I just want to do a shout out really quick. So hey, Melanie, I see you. I see my mom is on. welcome to everybody who is watching right now. We are talking about teamwork is dreamwork and about some of the projects that we've been able to do because we do things together as a family. And so right now, right now it's late, as you guys know. Sunday's our only day to do everything at all as a family because the guys work so many hours. But right now, we're going to be launching you guys already heard me if you guys saw my live a couple of days ago.
I finally get to say that line. I can tell you like the
Bye-bye.
Bye, Carver.